What's up, guys? Pronto here, coming at you with Madden 13. And you might have looked at the title and been like, yes, finally, Pronto's starting his Madden 13 franchise mode. I'm sorry, you're going to have to wait until the complete rosters come out, and that will be after week 1 or right before week 1 of the real NFL. That's when the rosters come out, the complete ones with everything up to date. So I'm going to wait for those and then I'm going to start mine. But I wanted to do a walkthrough because many people have left questions for me about what is going to be in franchise mode in Madden 13 and how is it going to be different, because it is called Connected Careers, but I'll explain it, and I'm going to do this all live, and hopefully I can answer most of your questions. If you got any more, you can ask them in the comment section below, and then that's basically, I'm just going to run through this. Since the game doesn't come out to Tuesday and only a few people, well, a couple thousand people will be able to play this game early because they got season ticket. If you haven't got season ticket, I'm going to run it through. And even if you haven't got season ticket, I might show you because you didn't want to simulate and take all this time to do, franchise. Because we're just going to simulate a whole season, and I'm going to go through the new additions to it, and especially Offseason. There's been many questions about it. So you're going to go to coach. And if you're a coach, you're not just calling the play, you're using the players. A lot of people have said, you're just the coach now? Come on, that's stupid. No, you're going to be controlling the whole team just like franchise mode. You can be a legend, that in his young state, in his, you know what I mean? So you can do that. They're locked right now until early September, like it says. Just running through them, there's some. I ran through that really fast because I want to do this fast. You can create a coach. You can do game face, which is just putting your face, your actual face, online, and then you can transport it into the game. Don't worry about that. You can create one. Active coach. We're going to go to this just for the easiness. So active coach, you can choose any coach in the NFL right now, and we're just going to go ahead and be the Raiders, Dennis Allen. And here's all the things you got to go through, the career settings, as they call it. And one thing I want to make a point of is players progress when you choose them to. End of season, like it was in Madden 12, every 4 weeks, or weekly. I think weekly is the best way to go. You can also turn off coach firing, so if you do bad, you will not get fired. And that's when you want to be the whole team for multiple years and you're not sure if you'll be that good or not. So I think that's, a lot of people want to go with that, but if you want to mix it up, you can turn on coach firing, which is a nice addition. So getting into it, there's all the Twitter stuff. They're going to be talking about coaches, they're going to be talking about players, they're going to be talking about prospects, they're going to be talking about everything. This is all real people, but obviously they're not actually tweeting this. It's just generated by Madden itself. So then you got top stories. You can run through all these. They'll be different every week. And then we're just going to get right into it. Actually, I got to show you guys this. So you got goals, 0 to 8 season wins. So you got to get 8 season wins and you'll move up. You'll get XP. And you can also move up legacy rank to be the #1 coach of all time. And then you can also purchase upgrades, which if I can take a look at them, there's a lot of things like you can. The upgrades are something you can use for your team. You can use for contracts. You can use for individual players. It's basically how you You'll see here, each position earns XP, how well they do, just like it's kind of the new potential system implemented in Madden 13. So if you add a boost package to a specific position, that'll increase the XP they get. So if you got a quarterback, say you want to improve them from an 80 to an 85, I don't know exactly how fast that would take, but if you apply a boost package, I'm pretty sure that would up it a big amount. And then this is just all this. I think it might cost more if you go to, as you can see, a middle linebacker boost package is a lot more than a center, and wide receiver is going to be at 9,000, and I wonder if quarterback is the most. I don't know. I might have went past it already. There's also retirement packages and a lot of stuff in here. You guys will have to go through this yourself. As you can see, there's just really tons of stuff here. As you can see, there it is. The QB is 23,000. So I don't know how hard XP is to earn, but it's not going to be easy. Like they've said, it's going to be a grind. So expert skill package is going to be the most costly, well, one of the most costlies, and purchase this package to double your scouting points every week. So you get scouting points, which let you scout new players, I guess. I had no idea. I'm just going through this. This is the first time I'm seeing some of this stuff. So free agent packages look like they increase the interest. So QBs will want to come off the free agency onto your team. That's basically what that is. Don't know how fast you earn XP. It probably depends on the skill level that you set it at. And there you can go through the team stats, career stats, season stats. So that's great. Going over to my actions, you start the league, and more would just be just settings and all that stuff. So we're gonna start the league here. First thing I saw when I went to this, because I went and I checked it out, just did my first sim. I didn't sim past week 2 of the preseason. So you got cut days, of course, like in Madden 12. You got practice, and you do scenario practices. So I'll give an example of that. You got easy ones, you got hard ones, and basically, you know, you can read them on the description on the side. You'll have to be down by 10, and then you got to score, or you got to win that game, and it's just practice situations. Just so it's not just random practice. You earn XP by this, by the way. So you can see this one here. You're down 35-3 in the third quarter, and you just threw a pick 6. So you'll need to match the greatest comebacks in NFL history to earn 1,250 XP. That is the most XP you can earn, and that is an insane challenge. Insane. If you're on all Madden, it ain't happening. You ain't come back. Like, just simple as that. First thing I saw here when I went to this, I haven't got to it yet. Preseason game, just the regular stuff. Trade block. Trade block, you used to have to go into the trade block and check everyone out. On here, it's all on your checklist, so you can see who's on the block, and you can pick them up if you feel like it. And that's just awesome. It gives their overalls. It's just a great addition in my opinion. And we're going to advance another week and see what is next. It's going to have to simulate all through this, and I don't know if I'll have to cut this out or not, but I'll try to just talk about something. But here we go. It's a weekly goal, so you get weekly goals as well, I guess, and that earned some XP for my coach. Weekly goal results. So 250 passing yards allowed. Under 250 passing yards allowed. I hope you're not trying to achieve 250 passing yards allowed on your defense. So that's 625 XP. So there's also things like in-game. There's a lot of ways to get XP. Let's see what progress players here. I have not checked this out yet. So Darren McFadden, for example, we got 2,000, around 2,000 XP to spend. Okay, so we're gonna select Darren McFadden and see what we gotta do. Okay, so everything's really costly. The cheapest one is toughness upgrade. Toughness doesn't do much. Kick return. So this is how you're gonna upgrade guys' overall levels, and that's pretty cool instead of the potential system in Madden 12. Kick return is the second most, and that's 1,900 XP. So as you can see, it's gonna be tough. We're gonna go to the top one. Is pretty insane. I think it depends what his level is at. As you can see, Darren McFadden has a 94 trucking. To up it 115,000 XP. That's insane. I like this little advertisement by Gatorade Prime here. But to improve how quickly they develop, 50,000 XP. Okay, I'm not too sure what this is about here. We'll have to find out about that. Speed, I guess it depends, because speed's a 97 on him. It's only 47,000 XP compared to trucking, which is, you know, only a 94. I don't know how this is all going to be set up, but basically it's going to cost a lot. As you can see, we only got 2,000 XP after 1 week. So that's preseason as well, and plus I simulated it, so we'll have to see. And everyone also has, I guess, individual XP. I didn't even look at that. Yes, so everyone else, how they played, that's what the development's going to do. That development edition that you can purchase, if they have the higher development package, it's going to make them gain more XP every game. So as you can see here, Michael Huff, he got 1760, and it looks like, no, it actually, people can earn 0 if they don't do anything. Okay, that's good to know. So yeah, everyone can earn individual XP, which is cool. I like that. You don't have to spread it out or anything, but you can also purchase upgrades with your coach's XP. So it's going to be really, I like that a lot. So here you go, more trade block. We're going to advance. Basically, that was it for preseason, I think. I don't think there'll be anything else, but that is really awesome that you can have your coach's XP to the side, and you can also do individual players' XP. So the potential system is going to, I think, work really well in this game. They must have figured it pretty well out. So we're not going to even, apply any things. Maybe we'll actually simulate to the end of the season. Well, we are going to simulate it before applying any XP. So I want to see how much, even with the simulation, Darren McFadden will gain. Like, will he gain 300,000 XP? We'll have to see after I simulate it. So I'm going to simulate, and I'll cut to when I got someone else to talk about here. Alright, so now I'm in week 1 after simulating the preseason, and we gained some scouting points, 1,000 of them. And I'm going to apply them to some guys, just randomly, a quarterback here. Like many people have been asking, I think everyone's starting to figure it out now. Can you import your draft class from NCAA 13 to Madden 13? No, you cannot. It doesn't have that feature this year, so you cannot import the actual players. So it's going to be all randomly generated, but I don't see a big deal about that, but there is some people that really want that. So as you can see, alright, you got 1,000 scout points. To get their overall completely, it's 10,000 scout points. So if we just want to look at his speed, the quarterback speed, it's going to give me a D. And then if you hit it again for more scout points, it's going to cost you, that costs about 600 to get his exact rating of speed. So it's not going to be cheap to even scout, which is pretty interesting. So C, with a question mark, of course, because it's not that accurate, and 250 on that, it's a B question mark, and it ups it. Like, that was 250, and now it's 1,000 to get his actual rating. So that's interesting. And I believe, if I look at that real quick, I think you can only, your scout points go to everyone. So it's not like progressing players. They don't have their individual scout points, of course. Let's look at this now. He has 2,600 XP to spend so far. That was just after preseason. News Center. There's some more Twitter updates on the side, which are just a little addition, and some more top stories showing you all that. So let's just get into advancing weeks. It doesn't look like you can simulate the whole season, I don't think. And I'll actually show you guys after the preseason alone. Darren McFadden, 6,000 XP. So I'm gonna start simulating here, and I'll get back to you guys. Alright, so I only pretty much got past week 1, and I already had something to talk about here. So we'll go to progress players. I haven't checked it out. Didn't earn much. Still at 6,000, so I guess he didn't do too much that game. Scouting, 1,000 scout points. It looks like you earn 1,000 scout points every week. That might change, I'll let you know. First things first, negotiations. So those are in right away. I guess you can negotiate contracts mid-season now, and it lets you know when they're ready to negotiate. So you enter the negotiations, and then you just want to work with them. So I like this. It's going to show you how much you pay them every year. It's a nice little graph, nice little feature. and you'll see just as you change stuff, it's going to change it around for you. And that's just kind of cool. We're going to give him 1.9, and we're going to submit the offer just to see what happens, and he'll get back to us. And that disappears from your checklist, so you don't have to worry about that until next week. And yeah, so that was one thing I had to show, and I think I'm just going to keep simulating now as I'm going to try to get to the end of the season. So one thing I didn't notice as I was simulating was I still never got a trade offer from another team. So I do not know if those are not in the game or if, no trade offer came my way. So I'm not too sure about that, but I did not receive a trade offer as I was simulating. The other thing I wanted to show, if you didn't realize, I think in Madden 12 it would have shown the scores as it simulated. It doesn't no more. So if that was something you liked, that's removed, but I think that's just a little snippet of something, so it's not that big a deal. I got a lot of contracts to negotiate, but I'm just leaving them go right now, and I'm just, I'm not worrying about it. And there was also, other than weekly goals, there was also milestone goals, so that's like completing 20 touchdowns, passing touchdowns, or regular touchdowns in any form on the season, and those are all, milestones. So let's take a look here as we went, and we haven't got all our wins yet. I really wanted to know what the season goal, how much XP would it get us, but obviously we didn't achieve it. And then 7,500 XP the coach has earned, and that's only with 6 wins. So the other things we can look at, it's also the top stories. I just noticed this. So there's a lot of top stories talking about these prospects in college, which is pretty awesome. That they go like I said, they're going to talk about prospects, but I didn't think it was going to be on the top stories list. So you can look and see, what prospects you're scouting, how they were doing it in a game, a recent game or a bowl game, or that's a really great addition. And then Twitter, they're talking about turkey out of the oven, and yeah, it's pretty interesting. Yeah, okay. I just had to look over that real quick. And let's take a look. So 6 for 8 so far we are, and we'll go to my actions, and we're gonna check out. Well, we'll simulate here. We'll advance this one more week, and then we're just gonna check out how much XP each player has earned. Probably Darren McFadden will have earned the most. That's at least my guess. So there's some milestone goals we have reached, which is what I was talking about earlier. Accept extension. So wait, we met our season goals? I don't believe we did we? Well, I don't know. We have 18,000 XP now. Okay. I was under the impression we only had 6 wins and 8 losses. Yeah, we only had 6 wins, 9 losses. So unless I read our season goals wrong and it didn't say wins and it said losses, I'm not too sure how we got that. We got a Pro Bowl player though, as you can see there. That's pretty cool. That's in your career stats. Okay, let's look. The scouting, I didn't take a look. I think it's 1,000 though every week you go by. And actually here, did Darren McFadden, I'm not too sure if he got injured or not, but he only has 20,000 XP. And Rolando McClain has 42,000, the middle linebacker. So let's throw a big thing on him, a big upgrade on him. So it seems like we can go for clutch trait. Okay, there's a clutch trait. That's interesting. I didn't even see that one before. Let's purchase it. Even though he's a middle linebacker, it's not that important, but that's still kind of cool. So you can get a clutch trait, which is very awesome. So it looks like you can get traits with these as well. Maybe the extension is because coach firing is off. I'm not too sure. So we'll just accept it. And did that put us up to 28,000? No, that's still at 18,000. Yeah, it might be because coach firing's off. I'm not entirely sure. But it also doesn't have like the main menu where it shows the Super Bowl matchup or the playoff matchups, I don't think. Unless you go to News Center. Okay, well, it's got some things. It doesn't have the direct matchups, but you can probably find that somewhere. There's also, you can sort top stories, all stories, my stories. So talking about your team or you're a player if you're playing a superstar, and draft stories. That's pretty cool. I don't believe there's anything else on this page that I'm missing. So other than that, we're going to advance another week, and hopefully you can see the Super Bowl matchup once we get to there. We will have to see after we simulate this one, simulate the conference, championships, and then that'll be it. You can see down below, obviously, who was in the conference championships when it was simulating. Pro Bowl, we'll just simulate that as well. And they're scouting 18,000, so yeah, it's about 1,000 a week you get to use. So there it is. Yes, it does have stories here, as it's going to be the 49ers and the Broncos. Manning taking the Broncos. Wow, that's crazy. That's kind of funny. I did not expect that matchup. So there you go. After an overwhelming effort at the Senior Bowl, Kentucky left end Jason Shields, blah blah blah. They're talking about him. That's pretty awesome. I think that'll give you more of a feel for who you want to scout. So there's all the scouting I could put. You know, if I just want to check here. I'll go to scout this Rob Bell guy, and his overall is 10,000 to get a B and a question mark, and 15,000, an extra 15,000 if I wanted to get his pure overall. So I'm not too sure. Maybe you can earn scouting points in another way. I don't really know, because obviously you can't even get his overall, and that was only one player, but that's not always necessary. You don't need his full overall. Plus, I'm sure you can scout him in the offseason. So we're going to advance the week. I just want to see if Manning took the Broncos all the way to the championship. Is what I want to know first of all. And then we're going to get into the offseason just to see what they have added. So it's probably a new center. And, okay, well, there's some retirement talk. Kurt Warner is back, and okay, it doesn't look like they have anything. Okay, I go rich. Okay, San Francisco 49ers beat them, and alright, that's cool. I'm just looking at all this stuff because it's pretty cool. So re-sign players, you can go re-sign players. That's the same. We're not going to worry about that, because that was just in Madden 12, and I don't think any of them would have really changed for that. And free agent offers. So signing free agents, we're going to take a look at this real quick to see how it is. It doesn't look like it's the timed, like you bid on them type of thing. Oh, it is actually bids. So if I wanted, say, you can go and sort by my signings, my negotiations. So if I wanted a QB and I went to available, or you gotta go down here, available, say I just go for Kurt Warner, and then I'm gonna submit him an offer. It should really show where other teams offered, I think, on this little graph. That would be cool. So you offer him something, and then he's gonna be in my negotiations. Okay, simple as that. Maybe it actually, he didn't have any other bids, so let's take a look at somebody else that has bids, and we'll see if it shows them on that little grid. Look, it shows all the teams on the bottom there that are interested in him. So we're gonna check him out real quick and see. It actually doesn't. No, it doesn't. Okay, that's cool. Submit an offer. We're just screwing around here anyways. So he'll get back to us, and we don't really have to worry about that. I'm gonna advance a week, and there's scouting. It looks like he gave me a bit more XP. I'm not too sure what is that based off of, but I don't know. You'll have to see. And then you can check out some more free agent offers, I guess. Okay, scouting. More scouting. Advance a week. Don't need to see any of this. I'm not too sure what else has changed. I kind of want to go to the draft just to see how that has changed. That's the main point. Maybe I do have to do something here or use up these things. Mark Mallet. Okay. Quarterback from Oregon State. We're going to spend that on him, and we're going to spend that, and spend that, spend that, spend that. Alright, 700 now. So we just spend all those up, and then free agent offers. I guess we could go to my negotiations. I'm not too sure. So it looks like now... Oh, okay. So you could have waited it out. I kind of skipped over that. There we go. So it's only Green Bay and us now. So you can increase the offer, withdraw the offer, or wait it out. I'm going to wait it out, see what happens. That's interesting. You can kind of wait them out. You don't have to increase it. You're battling for certain players to get. So we're going to advance another week and see what happens. Now it looks like it's just scouting. I'm not too sure how it goes. There's a lot of stages. It's stage 7 here, as I guess I earn scouting points as we go up a stage. Looks like 2,500 every time you go up a stage. And I don't know, I'm just going to keep using these up. Good enough. And we're going to advance another week. I think it's about 2,500 every stage you go up, you earn scouting points. I believe that's how they're making it work by the looks of it. Oh, there must be something coming ahead because it is advancing the week pretty slowly. As the menus are pretty improved for Madden 12. It's a lot faster. Madden 13 moves a lot faster on the menus. Okay, so it is the NFL draft. We're going to actually start the draft, even though we don't know an end. This is really cool. Wow. So, you got the Twitter feed here. So I'm guessing as soon as they pick, Twitter feeds will be updated, maybe. So you can trade up. You can see Buffalo is on the clock. You can trade up for the current pick. You can view the draft board. Oh, this is awesome. So you can look at, well, I only scouted 4 quarterbacks. So, you know, I don't really have that much of, but you could see every player that you scouted over the season there. Okay, they're talking about us here, as this Scott Wright's talking about us. Skip ahead in the draft. You can skip ahead in it a bit. I just wanted to see after Buffalo makes its pick, will it automatically update some Twitter posts, and then you can look around to see what picks are around you. We got the 8th pick. You know, New Orleans has the 10th. We might want to move down to the 10th if we got nothing at the 8th. So that's pretty cool. I don't think you could have done that. You could have done that before. I'm just going to wait this out here as Buffalo's taking a while. Come on. You know, they know where they're picking. They're just taking forever. I don't know if I should skip ahead or... because that is taking a while. And it looks like while it's going, is this going to pause it? So it's at 29 seconds. You go over here, you look at something. Is it still 29 seconds? No, it actually counted down a bit. Okay, I'm just like looking at everything, making sure I know everything about this. Because I wanted to cover all bases. As the clock is winding down here on Buffalo, are they just going to make a last second grab here, or what are they going to do? I'm not too sure. Let's just, it's 2 seconds now, come on. Okay, so there you go. They chose Rob Bell, quarterback, and it did update pretty much right away. And then we're just going to advance, I guess. So next pick, next user pick, next round, and a draft. Gonna go to next user pick. So a lot more Twitter updates. And in the background, you can actually hear an announcer. If I turn the game volume up loud enough, you can see in the bottom, on the very bottom there, that little mic that's lit up yellow. That means he's talking, and he's talking about picks. So that's pretty cool. So you can trade down, trade away this pick. I'm actually going to click on that, and we actually got offers. Okay, that's interesting. So this, yeah, so they're actually offering us picks. So you don't have to go and do the trades at all times. You actually get, you know, quite a few people that are interested in trading around with you. So that's pretty interesting. I like that. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to make our pick. So we're going to select player, and we're going to go with, you know, I don't really care, so I'm going to go with Mark Mallon. So I'm going to draft him, and, you know, I think if you pick a bad draft pick, you're going to get shit for it. Everybody has been saying, okay, that's not, only one was about me, and it's just pretty much summing up what I just did. We're going to advance to the draft, end of draft now. So it actually goes through it all and gives little Twitter updates, I guess, as it goes. It's going to go through it all like this, I believe. That's pretty interesting. Well, I'm going to cut this out until we get to the next part that I got to touch on. Alright, so now you go to rookie signings and you sign your rookies. These are guys that just got drafted for me, so we'll just re-sign this one guy. I don't know, I think I clicked on the wrong thing. So if I want to resign him, I'm going to go to options. We'll do this, view player card. Okay, I'm not too sure where to go from there. You go options, and then you just got view a player card. So you might have to hit, okay, you push start. I'm not too sure where to go from there, but I'm sure I'll figure it out, and I'm sure you'll figure it out. But let's just advance that week as well. See if anything else is left. There is no stadium upgrades. I see any upgrades anymore. I imagine there isn't. At least I have not seen them in these stages, and I didn't like. It's not like the stadium upgrades really did anything for you. So, you know, they were kind of pointless. They were just something to spend your money on, so it felt like you were doing something. Could have been something they kept in, but I don't think it's nothing that's going to change it too much, change the game mode too much. Let's go look at the coach upgrades, as now that was the off season, so we got through that all. Boost packages, I don't know if there's really anything it's just all, player packages and stuff. If I want, slightly decreases the chance. Okay, so that's the retirement package. So the wide receiver retirement package, so decreases the chance that people at that position will retire. So if you got a guy that's doing very well but he's getting old, you want him to stay longer, you get one of those packages. I think that might be it for everything. I don't think I missed anything, and if I did, you'll see for yourself when the game comes out and you start playing franchise mode yourself. Other than that, that should be it. I just wanted to run through all that because I think some people wanted to see that, and I think that'll just help some people maybe get convinced into buying the game, or it might make them not buy the game. Who knows? Just leave a comment what you think about the game mode, and I'll be bringing you my franchise mode very soon. Like I said, pretty much when week 1 in the NFL starts, and look forward to that, and it'll come soon. It'll be here in no time. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, peace out.